season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kent Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Appalachian State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the loser.
They'll go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second.
There he goes. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The RPO fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Let's talk about App State. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before this.
Touchdown, Mountain! There for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Finds a spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good runs on 4th down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes to grab. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Mountaineers are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw it. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really keep screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I...
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you blow up the draw play. That's supposed to hit in between the tackles, but if you can force the ball carrier to bounce outside, then you've got an opportunity to create a negative play, and they did exactly that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to take off. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They've got a good chunk from the 41. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Mountaineers line it up with a 1st and goal.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took them right to the end zone. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. And the Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to the well. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the big fella. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. Oh, what a move to get room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. He leaves it with his back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
Breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play. Point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got him. Looking for the end zone. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down, and you're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Touchdown, Mountaineer. Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now,
good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. It's a draw. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
and that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football, and how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And back to the air on 2nd down. The quick out. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the punishment has been extended.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wolf. Nice job executing all of the assignments. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running.
Touchdown, App State.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, App State.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Quick release on the RPO. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Valentine. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now